Hey guys, what's up? It's Dan with Straight Up Tech, and I've got a really awesome computer case I just picked up the other day, and I'm really kind of considering building a Ryzen system. So I picked up this Cullinan Rosewill Red tempered glass case, and I wanted to check it out and get it unboxed, let you guys see what it looks like. I'm gonna give some of my first impressions and talk about the case, and so let's get right on into it. All right, so I already got this thing out of the box, and yeah, I just wanted to get a quick unboxing of it. Not really exciting of getting it out of the box, but more of looking in the case and see what it looks like. So one of the things I look for in a really good case is the ability to have some radiators. I like having AIO, or eventually I'd like to do a custom loop, but at least an AIO system. So here you can see along the top that we have the opening for radiators, so we can do the 120 and 140 millimeter radiator or fans, and then this goes up to the, what would it be, 340 or so, and you also have the ability to have this filter, dust filter on the top. So if you're not running a radiator, you can take this off if you want. Or you can leave it on. It doesn't really matter. With a radiator on, it's going to be mostly blown out because I do push. I don't do pull or even push-pull, but either way my air is coming out, so not as much of a big need for it in that case, but does help kind of protect and keep it looking nice on the top as well. And that's magnetic, so you can take that off at any time and clean it without taking your system apart. The coolest thing about this case is the tempered glass. So tempered glass, you got to be really careful with hitting the edges and stuff, because if you hit the edges with something hard, it will explode on you. But tempered glass will take a little bit of an impact on the side, so it's a little bit stronger in that sense than traditional non-tempered glass. Overall, pretty thick though, the glass is, and heavy, so you don't have to worry about it being too thin and flimsy and breaking. So we'll go ahead and take the thumb screws out and see what the inside of the case looks like. So one thing to note with tempered glass is, besides all the breaking issues or worrying about that, is fingerprints. So you need to keep a thing of glass cleaner around and a microfiber cloth just in case you get some fingerprints on it. You probably already see my greasy hands have been on it already. Tried to clean those off, but just can't do it very well. So we take that off and set that down in a safe place so we don't break it. But here you can see that when you take those thumb screws out, these little standoffs are holding that glass, so be careful not to let it fall out. Kind of put your hand here to kind of catch it, or along the bottom when you're taking that off. But inside of the case, you can see along the back side we've got an LED. This is a red colored fan. It's not RGB. Rosewill has these in 3 different colors that you can get the case pre-prepped with. It comes with the red, white, and blue, so you can maybe get all, pull in some other ones, get a red, white, blue case all together. So inside here you can see that we've got standoffs for your motherboard, so that'll take any size ATX motherboard and work quite well. It's got this cover right here, so you can put your cables and route them around to the back through that and not worry about anything there. The other thing is that it's got these little pieces here, and that's more for helping you with your graphics card sag. It kind of rests on there just slightly and helps that if you've got a longer graphics card, a little bit bigger, helps take that pressure off the PCIe slot and keep it from breaking in the future. Here along the bottom we've got our PSU shroud, so you can tuck your power supply in there nice and tight, keep it looking clean without seeing a ungodly looking power supply. Some of the power supplies look pretty decent. I like fully modular altogether, so I only have the minimum cables plugged into it that I need, and I don't use the ketchup and mustard cables for the most part, so it looks okay. But you have the grommet there, so you can tuck your cables and route them just perfectly and have the right amount of cable. So here along the front you can see this takes 3 of the 120 millimeter fans. I believe it'd go 140 as well. And these are the red fans as well. So it's equipped with 4 fans altogether. And these wire into a fan controller in the back that I'll show here in a little bit. But again, you can put a larger radiator in the front and the top if you want. You could put a small 120, 140, I believe it is, in the back here. So really this is a good case for water cooling. That's what I try to get anymore. I don't try to get any cases that's got trays up here, down here. It just looks unclean to me. These are really nice cases. I've currently got the Define S by Fractal Design. Really love that case, but this is a very nice case as well, and very comparable for that matter for all the features that we have. All right, so we've got another filter guard here, so that's magnetic just like the other one. That slaps off and on, very easy to take off and on and clean. So you just pull the front off and then take this off and clean it. So as you can see, just as I said, you've got the 3 fans here along the front. You've got your mounting brackets for your 120, 140 fans and a radiator as well. So awesome for water cooling again, as I said before. So we just slide that on. As you can see, it just snaps on, so it's pretty nice. Here along the top, we've got our light switch for our fans and fan speed controls as well, I believe is what this does. I've got an ASUS motherboard, so I can control all that through my Q fan control software in the motherboard, but if you don't have a motherboard that has that type of feature, this comes in pretty handy. You've just got a couple settings as far as low and high on your fans, so you can turn it up on high for while you're doing maybe a heavy gaming session or whatnot. You got your mic, headphone, power reset, 2 USB 3 and 2 USB 2 ports, 4 altogether there. So just to show you around the back, nothing too exciting, but here along the bottom I'll pull out is a PSU filter for dust. So you can see that you can pull that out very easily and keep the dust out of your power supply as well. So here along the top, you can see that fan through here, all your PCIe slots and your I/O ports will be there. All right here guys, so you can see we've got a fan controller right here that comes with the case. That'll take up to 7 fans that you can plug into it. It's a 3-pin fan controller, or 3 pins. But here you can see along the bottom, so we've got a nice little area for your PSU and all your cables for it. You have your disc trays for your 3.5-inch drives, and you got 2 trays there for that. You have 3 trays for your 2.5-inch SSDs or smaller laptop drives if you buy those, and then a tray for cable management. So you can route all your cables in down through this grommet or through the little holes here and route those around and get your case looking pretty nice. Back side of your motherboard would obviously be there, and you can see, you know, some of the back side of your so very lightweight after you get all the glass off of it. A glass case is quite a bit more heavy because of the glass, but overall I really like the looks of this case. So this is just kind of my first impressions. I picked this up just so I could do a Ryzen build. So if you guys want to see something specifically from this case, if you want to know something about it, look in the comment section down below and also in my description. But leave me some comments on what kind of Ryzen build you'd like to see possibly. Thinking about a Ryzen 3 system, you don't get the SMT, the simultaneous multi-threading, but you do get quite a bit of good performance. You can get up to a 3.7 stock turbo clock on that, and then that is the, what is it, the K SKU or X SKU that allows you to overclock there as well. So thinking about doing that on a more budget build, but halfway considering going to a Ryzen 5 system as well, so I get the SMT. But you guys let me know what you think. I'd like to do more budget, so if you got some ideas, let me know. Anyhow guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed seeing more